One-on-one, Bridges, kick, Knipple, short.
Well, I'll tell you what, it has just become such a struggle for Knipple over his last now almost 11 games. Shooting 27% from three.
Bain's three. Off. Green tries to tap it to himself and does. On the outlet to White, trying to leave it for Quater.
Much better defensively. Went from 26 the first 3 months of the season to the top 5.
Playoffs on FanDuel. Download the app and play your game. Start of the fourth. Wagner banks it in. Charlotte cut it to 23, but Orlando went on an 8-0 run to end the third quarter. They continue now into the fourth. The zigzag move by White doesn't go. Quater can't get the follow. And the Magic 11 minutes and 25 seconds away from a date with the Detroit Pistons. White is a free agent. And Carroll gets it back from Black. Swing it. Black's jumper. Too strong. Batase, offensive rebound. Back in against James. Black, hot potato three. Doesn't go. Push up the floor. Bridges turns the corner. He's fouled by Batase. 82% on the season. He's considered the vet at 28 years of age. Ball is 24, Knipple is 20, Miller is 23, Diabate is 24. $25 improvement from last season to this season.
Phenomenal job by Charles Lee and phenomenal job by these players to buy in. What impressed me the most, we knew they had offensive talent, but they became an outstanding.
Bain fake on a three, Green defensive, now he'll take it and miss it. Batase, another strong rebound, but it's going to go the other way. Batase picks up the foul. This season, Hornets won the next 3 meetings, which gave them confidence going into this, except Charles Lee did mention that every time they played them after, they were not 100%. He recognized that it was not the Orlando team they were going to see tonight. Bridges turns, pivots, that won't go.
It was an excellent move, stepping through the double team, coming from the baseline, just couldn't finish.
Just over 9 minutes to play. Caro on drive, he's fouled.
He just puts so much pressure on the defense and takes it strong to the rim. Gets himself back to the line again. This will be his 7th and 8th free throws of the night. Wagner's gone to the line 10 times, Bain 5 times. That is 3 strong guys who love contact.
And this will be free throw attempts number 36 and 37 for the Magic. And now Charles Lee is going to start sending some players in that have not been in the rotation. Tijan Salon will check in. And he replaces Miles Bridges. Caro has gone for 24 points. Number 1 pick in 2022. Obviously, Orlando invested in him, invested in Wagner, invested in Suggs, took on the contract of Desmond Bain, who Memphis had invested in. White slicing, kicking for James, short on a 3. Caro, lead pass, caught by Bain, and they'll take it in for 2, but it's a foul going the other way.
Yeah, it's totally unnecessary by Tristan Da Silva.
A clear out by Da Silva will nullify the basket. Bain had the angle.
Yeah, there was just no need. Just Kobe White's not going to be able to challenge that. But the Orlando Magic love to hit people.
That's just part of the mentality.
That is. It's part of the mentality. And look, it's what made them really good a year ago defensively, and they're trying to get back to that mentality and that identity. Guys in the studio were talking about it before Wednesday night, that they needed to rediscover their defensive identity. Well, they certainly have tonight.
That ball got down low, away from Banchero, and taken away by Kalkbrenner. Charlotte has turned it over 20 times. Salon, kick, James. And a hold on Carter.
Again, you only get those calls, though, if you are pursuing the ball hard. We talked about it early in the game. First possession with Diabate, but there it's Kalkbrenner. Those guys who go to the offensive glass relentlessly get these second possessions for their teams. That's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but that's Ryan Kalkbrenner giving them a second opportunity and a Kobe White bucket.
Euro and deuce from Kobe White. Well, you mentioned last season, Orlando was #2 in defensive rating. They were #1 in points allowed. This season, number 13 in defensive rating and 13th in points allowed. 115.1. They gave up 105.5 in 24-25. Salon, swing it. The James 3, book it.
Well, but again, when you don't have your guys, that makes a big difference, and especially Franz Wagner. As good as he is offensively, Franz Wagner may be the best defender on this Magic team.
Bain fires it for Black. Banchero comes to the ball. Fires off. Tip in, nearly went for Black. It does go for Carter on the throwdown. 108-78.
Well, I think the biggest disappointment for Charlotte tonight is going to be exactly what we heard in Charles Lee's huddle early from being to the NBA playoffs.
Tillman in, so is Mann for Charlotte. James sets and fires, misses on a 3-ball, and it's rebounded by Bain. 49% shooting for Orlando, 34% for the Hornets. And this thing was over early. Bain gets to the rim.
That's been all night. At the rim, in the paint. They are plus 34 in the paint. In a game they lead by 32.
Salon misses on a 3-ball. Tracked down by the veteran Tillman. Swing it, Green. Can't hit the 3. And the rebound snagged by Carter.